Finger millet is the most important cereal in Uganda after maize, but given its rich cultural heritage, deeply intertwined with Africa and Uganda, millet stands as one of the nutritious crops that resist even the harshest droughts. This crop, according to the United Nations, promises to combat world hunger and malnutrition, especially in regions where it thrives like eastern and northern Uganda. Currently, eastern region is the largest producer, followed by northern and western Uganda producing the same quantity.
In our community here, a family without millet in the garden, that family is considered not to be farmers.
According to the Principal Agriculture Officer at the Ministry of Agriculture, Peter Damuzungu, millet stands out as one of Uganda's staple foods.
Millet can really help these people to fight hunger in their places. As you are aware, and as you've rightly put it, climate change is a real issue. It is here to stay with us. But we are saying that millet is one of those few cereal crops that can be tolerant to the changing climatic conditions.
Farmers say traditional staples like maize, beans and rice lack the resilience to weather future storms.
We grow this millet because it is a crop which, if you want market of selling, it can't disturb you. It is just in within you get.
The Executive Director of Food Rights Alliance, Agnes Chirabo, is calling for a clear food policy and legal reforms in agriculture and food governance.
The first thing we need to do as Africans and other traditional societies across the world is to rethink our food systems. The macroeconomic policy system that thinks that our systems are going to be dependent on external forces. The reality today is that the external forces, the market forces, have failed on everything squarely.
Millet is one of the crops that can be harvested twice a year and stored for an extended period. Many families enjoy its paste and brown local porridge.
Since I was born, I got when our parents and our grandparents were growing millet. So we are trying, out of the benefits we see in millet, we are trying to follow that suit. We are putting in their shoes. So we are keeping on that trend from the last generation. We are keeping it up.
As Africa celebrating millet is celebrating Africa. Celebrating millet is celebrating the African food system.
In 2021 alone, Uganda produced 78,249.98 tons of millet, a remarkable feat compared to 1.8 million metric tons of maize, 8.3 million metric tons of matoke and 11.3 tons of cassava. Farmers are now being urged to increase millet production despite the numerous challenges such as the high cost of labor and seeds. The price of millet has remained stable for years, with a kilo sold at 3,000 shillings.
Starting from the seeds, it is so expensive. You will buy seeds, from there it needs to clear the garden very well.
The production is increasing. The production of millet is increasing in the country. From the current production levels that we have, we need to increase it. We need to ensure that more farmers are growing it and they are able to access this very good staple food.
Such foods like millet that are rooted into our culture are the answers to our nutrition challenges, are the answers to our climate challenges, are the answers to our food security challenges, but they are also the answers to our social stability.
Uganda exports most of her millet to Russia, Senegal and Nigeria. The Year of the Millet is a powerful initiative underscoring the importance of climate resilience and nutritious crops that calls not for an overhaul of the country's food system. Linda Ndumwami, Sim Van Eck, NBS, Live at 9.